What up, everybody? It's Ponter here, and today we've got a special game. This is a game on Silo. It's a recently played pub. It was relatively balanced, depending on your definitions of balance and relativity, but yeah, it's on Silo, and it didn't just end in a total collapse of one team, which is a unique occurrence in Silo. So, Silo is again one of these winner takes all snowbally maps, and it's accentuated by the fact that it's a desert map, which means there's relatively no cover. There's only these rocks for inf. There's rocks and spreading, and there's a few buildings too, like this guy over here. This is pretty much. There's only like a few useful buildings in this little area. Everything else is kind of just shit. And I'm playing armor. And I'm with a pretty decent team. We've got General X, who's in fine form today. Got Alien, and just a bunch of noobs. And I joined late. This is my excuse for my low score. I joined late. And we've got some Artie noobing. Artie actually works pretty good on this map. And also, if you just saw there's some mediums. That's a good player. He's starting with the cringe mediums, and good player is just going to be the primary antagonist as usual for me. First with the cringe mediums, but later on doing other stuff. Now, armor on this is just kind of a lemming-like charge for the triple pointer because, as I mentioned, this is the snowbally map. Like Ruins. I can't really think of any other really. This is one of the worst. I've played it in competitive games, but generally it was avoided even in competitive games. For good reason. We start off very well. We get the lucky triple point cap early on off the bat. They kind of overcommit to this area. And I believe that their armor situation, yeah, their armor is Clark. Clark does not know how to push properly. He's just going to be blobbing over here mostly. And let's see who else do they have. They have Kickapoo on Inf. That's going to be annoying the entire game. And they've got a good. This guy's decent on air. This Tabar Daria. Oh, didn't even notice that. And what we're doing here is exterminating the inf. We cannot let the inf get into these rocks. If you see inf in these rocks, probably the first thing you want to do is just drop, if you have the points, is drop a light artillery barrage on it, because that'll kill it. Or if you have arty noobs or arty pros, like Alien is just, he's got this heavy arty, he's going to keep it alive too. I think this is just going to be alive for most of the game. And I'm going to try to keep some units alive too, because that's like hero mode. You can see here, this spot for tanks is awesome. It's actually better than you think. You can shoot this and this point from like around this area. And it's not exposed to air as much. So just keep that in mind. That's a great spot. Other good spots is this cliff here, if you can get forward enough. Or big weak point is going to be the support. We have 3 support, and they're just all artying, and they're all playing shitty. It's incredible. And they're definitely just not helping up here as much as they could. And we're going to see that happen. Like right now, we're not getting punished because good player is again cringing on mid-air. But he's going to rectify that mistake very soon. It is very potent to have the arty plus your blob of support units, and you just continually smoke the arty with the arty. And here we go. Here comes good player. We get lucky popping the scout immediately because I don't think he expected. This is actually good. This is a great support setup. I take back what I said before. This is the perfect support setup for this map. The only thing that we are lacking is actually line of sight, which is my fault. Like, I should have a scout up here. I kind of bring it to this point. This is a much more defensive point because I think there is some support here. But ideally, you should have a paradrop here. And I'm saving my TA for exactly that. Well, just sending. We're actually doing a pretty good combined arms push up here. Like this is great stuff, actually. I barely contributed to it. I just sent one light so I can get... I just spawned him on this side and sent him... just right-clicked on this point, assuming that everything would be okay. And the good thing to do is just decap it for your team so they can't fort up this... We get the tick advantage. But here we go. Look at this. He's going backwards. We get the scout anyways, but he did the damage. He killed those 3 AAs, and now we're in trouble. Now there's 3 air... There's this guy. This guy's a huge noob, but there's 3 air. They're going triple air, and now the greediness of the support is going to be punished. Yeah, we got 2 artillery, and then this Matos guy. I guess I could identify him. He's just the biggest repair whore you've ever seen. He just loves to repair whore. And Diarmer is playing artillery as well, which is just going to be annoying. But it's pretty easy to avoid. And what we're doing here is, again, this is a perfect spot for artillery. I think I should have spent my TA on drops. They're artillerying us too. This is a great spot for artillery on the other side. This is just whole area is just perfect for arty. Because units get bunched up and the pathing is awkward. And right now, ooh, let's see if this is going to hit. Unlucky. Yeah, it's very unlucky. This is good. Arty on the rocks. That's awesome. And if anything, we just need another Arty up here, but there's so much repairs. Gonna have to pull back the scout. Probably should have pushed it forward a little bit. But we're doing great. We're doing what we're supposed to do, which is cap the 3-pointer and then pressure the flank. The trick is, if you put the gas on too much on, let's say, the flank, you can lose the triple pointer and vice versa. So you need to have some control and like situational awareness. What I'm doing here, I got my tanks beat to shit. I'm pulling them back to the jeeps. This is important stuff, keeping units alive. Not only because it's just good practice, but it makes score for the team, which is important later on. And again, here we go. We got smokes. The scout helicopter is critical when you're doing the smoke plays because you gotta be able to see the helicopters, to shoot at the helicopters. And if all your guys are under smoke, you know, he's gonna have a line of sight advantage. So this is yet another reason to keep a scout alive. And yeah, I'm just poking. I'm playing conservatively here. You know, I could throw this tank to try to prevent a cap, but I'm pulling him back because I'm questioning the support situation. We've got literally like 1 AA up here and 1 AA over here. Some Miss Micro Jeeps. Yikes. And again, so I see that the AA situation is bad, so I pull back. In the meantime, General X has got he's got his own medium chopper for line of sight. He's doing his own thing up there with the smoke. This is a good team play. Like, I can't really take credit for this. And yeah, there's the 3rd air player. So there's this tab guy. Fucking good player. Look at him just gliding in. Scout's completely fine. This is a problem. The triple air is really hard to deal with when you got greedy support. And so I'm saying go mediums because we cannot deal with the triple air. Got a random carpet. This is not what you do. Like, this would have been a great carpet. Damn. You got to think strategically with the carpets. I mean, oh, it's gonna kill. I take it back. I mean, it's gonna kill. It's gonna kill a lot of armor, I guess. Is it gonna kill these drops? Yeah, he's clowning him, but that was a decent carpet. And my tank survives the random ass fuel air bomb, which I'm guessing came from Clark. And I'm keeping this guy alive. This guy is my guy. So he was all the way up here. I pulled him back slowly. And now I'm bringing him forward again. But now I realize, like, oh, this is not a good... This is a YOLO. Gotta pull him back again. And I apologize to Elian for fucking with his Jeep pathing. This is a botched spawn. I realize, like, everything died from the fuel air bomb, but my spawn was over here. And another good thing, you gotta keep an eye on the specs, especially if you're the team without the extra player. Kick those specs. And notice just no line of sight. We really need somebody to bring in a scout. I'm bringing in a medium because I see the writing on the wall with our air situation. There's like 3 air. 2 of them are decent, or one of them's good, one of them's decent, one of them's trash. And here we go. That's a proper carpet bomb. See, not only is it going to kill lots of shit, it's going to help us cap. It's going to help us cap the critical triple pointer. That's great. I think we actually team killed a little bit. Kind of funny, but nobody died. It's a good carpet bomb. Got lots of points for that.
10 minutes remaining.
But now we're going to push forward. Again, it's heavy arty. That's a good heavy arty. Separates us from our support. But our support's kind of wedged in here, which is good. And wow, this noob... Oh, he switched. So this guy was newbie air. Now he's just playing newbie tanks. But it's hard to predict those newbie tanks. And these drops are kind of a little too late. It would have been nice to know, like in a tournament game or like a serious game, we would have communicated to do those drops immediately when the carpet's going down, so we can at least decap. And yeah, things are not looking good at this point. We're still down a player. We've got 2 air players tearing us up. Greedy, we lost Artie. Look at that, shameful. You know, it's one thing to call in the Artie, it's another thing to lose it. Like, Elian's got his shit alive still. And despite this medium play, not going to be able to do much. And look at this fucking double repair tank, guys. It's awful, man. Like, sure, it scores a lot, and it keeps units alive, I guess, but, like, we need AA. Spam in the, can we kill, like, we're still preventing the decap, and I'm just spamming insert on this guy. Can we prevent it? Oh, they get the cap. That's unlucky. But yeah, look at just blobbing, and ooh, a nice dodge. Elian with the dodges. And another carpet. He does the exact same carpet. Oh my god. Like if the sarcasm wasn't enough. Again, it would have been great to have it here. And I have to question my choice on the medium at this point. Like it's not providing enough line of sight, really. It is killing some shit. And again, we've got the tanks in the advantageous tank position. Really excellent. I'm trying to get an angle on these guys, but they're in literally... Actually, that's a really... Yeah, along this cliff is awesome for support. It denies line of sight like crazy. And line of sight is really what we lack. Like, my medium, I pulled it back. General X is being greedy and just not bringing it. He's just spamming lights. Just all lights. This guy is clueless as well and not getting his own line of sight. And that really cheeses me as an armor player. Like, again, it impacts my score. Oof. Because I have to dedicate reinforcement points to getting line of sight. And also, you kind of need like 2 or 3 on this map. Like, at least 2. And they've got a little bit of a comeback. We're still... Oh, we've got... It's 8v8 again. Let's just evaluate the teams. I think they're even, honestly. Like, you got...
Unit gone.
Yeah. They've got, like, 4 or 5 players who know what they're doing. We've got, you know, 4 or 5 players that know what they're doing. So things are fair. General X is pushing there. Let's see. Are these just, like... Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate. This is why you don't do unsupported drops. This air player is clueless and is not helping. If you see drops coming down, it's your job as air to help make sure that they survive coming in.
Ready to command. You got casualties.
And I lose my General X defeatism. General X is very he wears his emotions on his sleeve, so to speak. And in the chat. And can we survive? Oh yeah. Tank survives. Hell yeah. And now I'm spamming lights because that seems like the cool thing to do. And Babo's got a scout. This guy, okay.
Kill the unit.
Oh, just random clusters.
You
Oh,
can
we
recruit
survive.
new units now, Tavarish Commandeer.
And this guy's been stacking up TA. You love to see
You
it.
lost a unit. Your new units are on the way.
We give him, he give him like 10 points. So he's got 70. I would never give this guy TA though. Don't give TA to anybody really, unless they are really good. And oh, can the counter battery? No. And he dumps it all on Matos. So let's see what Matos does. Matos is just the champion of random ass nukes. But and here it is. So he's nuked right there. And this is a dangerous spot because of the elevation factor. So let's evaluate the effectiveness. You know, this is and General X is immediately, he's complaining, I've learned my lesson on calling these nukes. Like, is it gonna kill the arty? That's my question. It gets the arty. So you notice everything in here kind of survives. It doesn't, like, that's they just immediately cap it. But it did kill a lot of shit. So we'll see. But yeah, it didn't decap properly. And that's the danger of dropping nukes on this map. It's just really, because of the elevation factor, a lot of the times you get a botch nuke. That's a nice denial. But all we gotta do is cap this. You know, cap this and win. Mix it. Oh, fucking, I call the scout and it dies immediately. Mix in some inf drops. And you notice they have a heavy air support, but that inf drop is surviving. And I would have loved to have, man, like, instead of one of these supports, it would have been great to have a medium air. But then that medium air would have lost a good player, and we would have been basically, well, pretty much in the same boat. That's some good killing. Just killing the overextended Clark tanks. And the other air, wow, we got some, yeah. Oh, that's a nice air to air. This guy's having a great game. You know, he gets pulled for the nuke. Once again, notice I'm not going into this area with the Star Heavy. You know, I've got new units. I'm going to throw them into the meat grind area. I'm pulling the Star Heavy back. Doing the safe way. Just keep playing it safe with this guy. Because there's an air right there. That's a vengeful air player. More drops by General X up here. That's great. See, good teamwork. And yeah, we're pushing for another cap. We got the lights forward, the heavies back. This guy's just noobing it up with the mediums. Just never go mass and mediums, man. Oh no, not the jeeps. But the arty survives. And we're dodging. There's TBs everywhere. We get TB'd. But look at the angle I can get. Watch it. I think I'm gonna hit this guy from here. Okay, maybe not. And I'm just dropping on the points yet again.
Be ready to command them.
But this is we're in a commanding position now. So all we got to do is hold. Just hold and gum up their attempts to cap. Oh, and the decap here. Yeah, this is how you win.
Your new units are deployed.
A close one. Man, look at this. Oh, so close, good player. So close. I mean, you gotta zoom in. Like, that's a really small circle, and sometimes you get a glancing blow. Yeah, I'm saying he's got no hands. Yeah. So yeah, this is a silo game. Can we analyze it? I think the triple armor, triple support is a pretty overwhelming combination in an 8v8. And we got lucky and capped this very well in the beginning, and that gave us kind of a snowball. And they just have Papega. They got Papega armor. Like, look at this. They got... Nobody's playing heavy. Just medium tank spam and APC spam. So yeah, Papega armor versus like General X and I are pretty good armor players. So, and this artillery survived too. Look at this. This is the elite squad right here. popping shots. This is a good, that cliff position. Just take a screenshot. That's going to be, that'll be the thumbnail. And yeah, it was a pain in the ass game. I agree, General X. Very much. Even though they had a really Papega team, like really stupid stuff was done by them, we still just barely won. And maybe it was the nuke, maybe it was a flanking maneuver, or just maybe it was our ability to dominate this guy right here. But yeah, that's a game on Silo. Hopefully we can learn some lessons from it, like how to, some good tank spots, some good strategic, the strategic approach to this map. And yeah, that's a pub game, and the pubs are still, this is a June 22, I think, June 21st game played. Pubs are still happening. It's great. So yeah, that's it for me, guys. Take it easy, and later.